Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Local to Me. Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels of Lynchburg.
Okay, so for a second there, I thought you weren't even going to speak. Like, you hesitated. I was like, come on, Mike, join me in on here. And what are we doing? We have special music today?
It's a party episode.
It is a party episode.
It's a party episode.
So if you don't know, today is Heather Alto's 65th birthday.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait, no, I think I'm running the year. And this is Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder. I didn't realize the intro was so long. I tried to pick one that was quick. That's what I get for procrastinating.
Yeah.
So anyway, enough of that. But happy birthday to Heather.
Thank you.
We actually have so Sheena, as many of you have heard me talk about, with Sweet Nanny's Bakery, was on Love and Lace yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about a few things. So I was inspired to get you a birthday gift based on that episode.
Okay, isn't that like a wedding type?
It is, but they were talking about the holidays. They were talking and specifically from Jeopardy.
I don't need
Woody.
Sweet Nanny's coming over here and getting me.
Specifically from the Jeopardy yesterday, where I don't remember who won, but I don't think it was Woody.
It probably was not Woody.
I wanted to do Jeopardy with Woody one time, and I want the answer to be like a date, and he'd be like, "What is my birthday?" Like, I think he might get it then. But we have a special gift for you here, Heather. If you
so I can open it now?
If you want to open it now, it's a very special happy holiday,
is
Merry
it something
Christmas.
From my office?
It's not.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I couldn't figure out how to get in.
So Mike likes to steal things from my office, as most of you have heard, and he's stolen my awards off my wall.
It's an annual tradition now. It's got to happen.
Now I'm just going to pat him down every time he leaves.
Now I got to make sure that everybody votes for you in the contest so that you get an award, so I can steal it.
Okay, cool.
So the very first thing we have is pull out the biggest thing that's top. Okay, so we have some cups. Yeah, we have cups.
So here's cups.
To enjoy some very delicious milk punch.
Ooh, milk punch.
Milk punch.
Eggnog.
Yes. So one of the Jeopardy questions yesterday was who
drinks eggnog?
You do today. You got to chug the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, no.
And then we also talked about fruitcake yesterday. So you want to know how hard it was for me to go through the Bedford Walmart and find fruitcake? Like, you would think it would be everywhere, easy to find. Like, I had to literally go to the app and search for it. So we have fruitcake and eggnog. And I have another present.
Question: what's even in fruitcake?
Fruit and cake.
No, that is a lie. There's something else in there.
Well, I'm sure there's something else. I'm sure concrete is one of the main ingredients.
That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm trying to. I gotta put my reading glasses on. Let me see what it claims to have in here.
Let me see here.
I don't even tell you.
Heather, when you break out your reading glasses, you know you're telling your age, right?
I know, right?
And senior care. And see, I think that's why I always get confused whether he's part of a nonprofit or not. Because he's such a good-hearted person.
I'm such a good-hearted person, Heather. I just wanted you to hear that.
Whose birthday is it today? Whose show is it?
I just felt like you really needed that for your birthday, some encouragement to know that I'm a good-hearted person.
I do. Yes. I do.
So I really enjoyed listening to Love and Lace yesterday. So
perfect.
So I just wanted to share that Christmas joy with you and the birthday joy. So.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Raisins, orange peels. Who just
I want to know
orange peels? Orange peels.
What are the green things? I've always wondered that.
Enriched flour, malted barley, folic acid, papaya, cherries. Oh, nut meat. Nut meats.
Nut meats. It's the meats from nuts.
Nut meats. So, almonds, pecans, and walnuts, and sugar, and pineapple, and corn syrup, and water, and nothing that I see here is green. So
I think you should open it and try a bite and tell us what the green thing is.
Lemon peel, dried whole eggs. What?
Dry whole.
If I eat a whole egg up in here, is it good protein? Let's see. It's supposed to have a lot of protein. And it only got 2 grams. There's no way there's a whole dried egg in here.
No.
Anyway, I don't see anything green. I've never ever eaten a
Well,
fruitcake ever.
Woody, don't you think today's the day?
Today.
Wait, are y'all seriously going to make me eat and drink this?
I think you should. I think you should. I mean, it's for your birthday.
All right, so when is it like?
don't
When
wanna
is
seem
there
ungrateful.
say you get tortured on your birthday? You know, and let me just
Heather,
introduce
you've known
her.
me 40 years.
I know. Well, I've known Sammy over here for about as long. So
Yeah.
let me just say we also have our guest on today, Sammy Grishaw with Sunburst Vinyl. And so welcome to the show. You get to see and
He didn't know this was going to be a very special episode.
great. Are you going to share this with me? Are we sharing? Everyone having eggnog and fruitcake?
I don't know. I got some food allergies. and
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a
I've
funny
got the
story.
board over
I'm kind
here.
of afraid to.
I'm going to tell you a funny story about eggnog. Because I don't know that I've ever had eggnog either.
Never?
No,
Oh, so you have to at least taste it today just to see.
I'm not a fan.
But you just said you've never.
Yeah, but
had
it just doesn't seem like something I'll be a fan of. I'm not a fan of eggs or nog or milk.
What's not?
It doesn't.
I don't
taste
know,
like
but maybe it's
eggs.
this.
I don't like the nog.
I don't know. What is the nog? Like, that's what I need to know.
I have a question. Do you like milk?
I do.
Do you like punch?
Yeah.
And then
There
just
you
think
go.
of it as milk punch because that was the Jeopardy question yesterday. That's another term for eggnog. I've never heard that before.
So funny story about eggnog, though. I'll throw this out there because it's really funny. So my son, a lot of y'all have heard me talk about Hunter. He's 23. Well, back when he was about 5-6 years old, we went to our family Christmas party, which we go to every year. And there was a big, big thing of
Like a
eggnog.
punch bowl.
Yeah, a big punch bowl of eggnog.
A milk punch.
And so they had given the kids some eggnog out of a container. And it was the first time Hunter had ever had eggnog. And he decided, I love eggnog.
Oh, okay.
Love eggnog. So we continued to drink eggnog out of the punch bowl.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was not the kid friendly.
It was not the kid-friendly version of eggnog. I did not know that because I had never had the eggnog before.
Right.
And it was just sitting on the table. So I assumed like there's kids walking around. I figured, heck, it's just eggnog. So we start to go home and Hunter's in the back seat and he's like, Mom, I don't feel good. I think I'm going to throw up. And he's like laughing
That's
and acting
fantastic.
silly. And I'm like, what is wrong with you, kid? Like, what is going on? And so I called Chris because he was still at the family party. And I was like, Chris, I was like, what? I was like, is that eggnog spiked? And he was like, yeah, the one in the punch bowl is. And I was like, oh my God, Hunter had like 5 cups of that.
We just got our child drunk.
So when Hunter was 6, that's the story of I accidentally got my kid a little tipsy because he drank the eggnog. And I had absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
He was
Yeah.
just enjoying the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
Literally the holiday spirits.
All right. Are y'all seriously making
I think you should taste it. If you've
Okay.
never, so legitimately, if you've never had it,
All right, if I get sick.
so I mean, you
This
don't have to
episode will now be
drink.
Mike
You don't have to
and
drink the
Sammy.
little half gallon or whatever it is. You
Huge,
just need
like-
to taste it so you can
Okay.
say, "I've had eggnog."
Directed
Okay.
to the side.
I do like the cups say happy birthday. Thank you very much.
You're right. See,
Appreciate that.
I went with a little bit of a
Extremely
theme. We
festive.
also have a few
My
donuts
favorite
things.
colors too.
So
Look
if you
at
don't,
Mike spared no expense.
I didn't. I
Are they from the
spent.
dollar store?
No, I went to Walmart. I went to the high dollar.
The high dollar Walmart.
We're living high on the hog today, which
I
is
love it.
where
Okay.
eggnog comes from. So,
Okay, I gotta smell it. Okay, I'm not gonna have.
so
one.
Dylan really likes to take eggnog and dip one of Sheena's birthday cake cookies into
Anybody
it.
else want some
the
eggnog?
ginger snap. The ginger
Please
snap. he
have
likes.
some. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Survey says
Why is it so thick?
because it's eggnog. It's like a milk. It's like a melted milkshake, basically.
It's milk punch.
I mean, it's not horrible.
You're going back for more.
oh,
so
she's
it's-
a fan.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
She didn't get enough first.
It tastes like toothpaste. Literally, it tastes like toothpaste that's been like cold and melty.
Heather, you've ruined eggnog for me forever.
Do you not taste the toothpaste?
No, I could. I mean,
Here, you want to try it? Yeah, it tastes like
I'm-
some kind of toothpaste.
I think
not-
I'm good right now.
I don't know. There's something, or it tastes like fluoride treatment. That's what it is. It has something to do with the dentist. It's fluoride treatment. It's that stuff they put in your mouth. You know what I mean? It's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Dentist, you're giving everyone eggnog. I know what it is now. I'll try it
Yep.
one more time.
Yep, she can't stop drinking it though, can
Yeah,
she? Woody?
she's drinking the
Like,
whole
Sammy. I
cup.
think
That was a
we.
big cup.
I think
too.
we found a new thing for her. She's like, I actually think I kind of.
But
like
I kind of
it's like I
fluoride.
do kind of like it, but then it's the aftertaste. Like I don't.
I'll-
I like
That's
fluoride
why you
treatment.
keep drinking it.
So
It's
she
like
likes the dentist.
drinking.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
this though. So there's a couple places. I think Cookout's one of them. That does like an eggnog milkshake.
They do.
That is actually really good. So if you like that, that's good too. So you
Well,
can get one of those. Take
well,
2
there we
sips.
go.
Give it to Riley. Be like, here you go.
yeah. Well, if anyone else would like some of this ignited
Our
eggnog,
number one
100% vanilla.
fan who texts me during the show to ask questions and things like that. has one question for you, Heather.
Okay.
What in the world kind of toothpaste are you using? That it tastes like eggnog?
I don't know, but it's no. I changed it to fluoride.
Okay.
It's fluoride treatment.
Okay.
That's what it tastes like. It's weird.
Okay.
I mean, I just use Crest for now. So,
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, I can't give this to Riley because she's lactose intolerant.
Oh, that's true. That probably wouldn't be good.
But yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize eggnog was made with real milk either. See, that's how much I don't know about
Right.
eggnog. I could let's do a whole show on eggnog.
We could do a whole show on eggnog. We can get all sorts. There's all sorts of kind of Southern Comfort makes one that doesn't have alcohol in it, but you can buy it at Walmart. I think that's the one.
Or you can buy it with and give it to your kid for the holiday season.
Yeah, you can make.
He did sleep well.
I've had homemade eggnog. that like had alcohol and stuff in it. That was really good. It was very different from like that, like still thick, but kind of like almost foamy. Like that was good. But I only did that once because I wasn't really too much of a fan of that. So
I am really concerned with what these red things. I mean, green things are.
So
because the red things have to be like cherries, right?
I just have a question. Have you ever tried fruitcake?
No, I've never had fruitcake.
Well, I mean, you never tried eggnog till 10 minutes ago.
I know, but this does not look like something I want to try. I don't like sugar.
While you're eating that, Heather, here's a little tidbit.
Hold on, I'm gonna open it.
Yes.
Yep.
Eggnog is thought to come from the word noggin, a term for a small wooden mug traditionally used to serve the drink.
What's it got to do with noggin, though? Like,
that's the word.
Did they take that and like hit people over the head with it?
Maybe so.
You're really showing your age now.
The ingredients include milk, cream, sugar, eggs, and spices like nutmeg.
When did we get old?
For you, it was today.
Yeah. Okay. What is this around it?
Is it 44?
It's probably got some paper around it. Just
oh wait, okay, never mind. I thought that.
Don't eat the paper. That's not good.
Ew. Okay. See, I really don't like raisins, so I know I'm
just a little bite. Just you don't have to, Perfect. Just a little pinch off of it.
It's got the green thing.
Oh.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Heather, we are getting a.
Are we getting a phone call?
We're getting a phone.
Hold on, I got something. This is raw. I got
perfect.
Spit it in another cup.
Perfect timing. We got a call.
Who's the chess game? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Alexis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy birthday.
She's over here trying to discreetly spit.
That is the worst thing I've ever
into
eaten.
a cup, Alexis. So thank you for your podcast
Thanks,
yesterday
Alexis,
and talking about it.
And thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Now that I'm not, this is horrendous. Anyone that wants this can have it. It tastes like licorice.
Was it fruitcake?
I hate fruitcake. Hate it. It's a horrible thing. I don't know why anyone ever created it.
I don't know.
It needs to be banned.
We need to do an episode on where traditions come from because this is an odd tradition. We actually had a friend that actually made us a like full size fruitcake. I'm talking like Baptist casserole sized fruitcake. Made it from scratch. Sprayed it with rum or some brandy. Sprayed it with brandy every couple of days. All that, and it was really good. It was really strong, but it was really good. That I'm sure is not good.
This is what you give to your enemies. Like, this is what you give to somebody you just really do not like.
Well, that's the best Dirty Santa gift ever.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That's so funny. Autumn just asked me what is the worst fruitcake, Autumn. She messaged me because she has to give something to a Dirty Santa.
Actually, she was asking because I was trying to find something that I could bring that it would seem like I was being really nice.
Was it really her?
You would hate. So that was on behalf of me. So thank you, Autumn.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, Autumn.
So fruitcake fit the thing. She needed a Dirty Santa gift. I said, "What's a traditional Christmas thing that your mom absolutely hates?" Because I was going to bring it as a snack today, but I also did bring donuts. Just FYI.
Fruitcake would be awesome to give to the IRS.
Oh, they just throw fruitcakes out,
right? And now we're all going to get audited. Thank you, Alexis.
You're welcome.
Give to your favorite podcast producer.
Oh, that would definitely be Heather, but you already beat me to the punch, so I couldn't do it.
Yes. So, we're glad that the world traveler Woody is back with us today. Hopefully, his brain is not still on I-95.
I'm not going to lie. It
was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
It still is.
Yeah, I enjoyed the episode yesterday, and it was kind of funny. You asked Woody a question. He's like, I don't even know.
I don't even know what day it is.
So
I can't even look at this.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for calling in, Alexis.
Thanks, Alexis.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
The thing that Heather would like the most, if you're listening to this podcast, is wherever you listen to this podcast, Spotify or Apple Music or the Grove Street FM, wherever you see it, if you could leave it like a little review if it's possible, or even hit like the 5 stars and just do that. We would love to see our podcast climb through the charts. That would be a great
Oh yeah, that'd be a fabulous birthday present.
So, and it's free, which is my favorite price.
Yeah.
So Unlike that fruitcake that was $45. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah.
It's really fruitcake is really a
paid
deal because if you
50
think
cents for that fruitcake,
you give it to
you lost your
somebody,
money. That was ridiculous.
and you know you're going to give it to, they're going to give it to somebody else. Like that gift, that's the gift that literally keeps on giving. So
I'm gonna wrap this fruitcake up and give it to you next year
that's fine.
with my bite taken out of it.
And it won't mold either.
Nope.
No, it won't.
No, it's probably gonna look. What is the green? It's got to be something with licorice because you could taste licorice as soon as you bite into it. It is horrible. I hate licorice, by the way. If you ever need something else that you know that I can't stand, licorice is way up there on the list. And like what are the little things? What are the red
vines?
Yeah, I guess
like
Twizzlers. Like the Twizzlers. That's it. Nope, no Twizzlers for me. No.
Christmas present for Heather.
Absolutely. I mean,
we're gonna do a fruitcake drive next year.
So there is there is a nonprofit that is a member, the Smith Mountain Lake Civitan Club.
Uh-huh.
They do a fruitcake. They sell fruitcakes every year.
But I bet
these specific ones, Claxton.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And you just said how horrible they are.
Well, I don't appreciate them, but there are people that love them.
I gotcha.
And they sell a ton of them every year.
Well, I know.
I don't know if they're buying them for doorstop issues. I don't know what they're buying them for.
Central Virginia Business
I'll say
Coalition
it.
has a
They're horrible.
Has a group of volunteers. We call them delegates. And we have a Christmas party every year. And I think next year we're just going to have to secretly convince everyone to bring a fruitcake for the Dirty Santa. That would be hilarious. Bring whatever gift you want, but put a fruitcake in the bottom too. I think that's, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, Smith Mountain Lake Civitan Club does a great job. Support them. Buy the fruitcakes. Do what you wish with them. But I'm just saying, no. Thank you for now letting me,
I gave
realize
you an experience.
I never want to experience.
Some people, are like, I want to go to Disney and experience that, but nope.
I just wanted eggnog and fruitcakes.
So I'm glad you at least like the fruitcake. I mean, the eggnog.
You could have brought me any of Sheena's caramel crunch cookies or
I've got a thing of sugar cookies.
Or sugar cookies. Okay. That's nice.
Donuts too.
I do have donuts. Where are they?
And they're Christmas themed.
They are Christmas themed. See, look, Sammy's saving you over here.
Sprinkles on top too.
Sprinkles on top.
They're good donuts too. They're all natural too because that green definitely occurs in nature quite a bit. So,
well, I was gonna try and get food, but then the more I got to thinking about it, it's I can't eat a lot. Right. I can't eat a lot of sugar. So then I was kind of eh.
That's why. So I got their mini donuts.
Yeah.
So you could maybe eat a whole one and still be okay, or just take a bite and you could say, hey, I ate half a donut, something like that. But but I figured trying the eggnog and with the theme from yesterday that at least we would get a little joy out of it. We got a little more.
But you got a little joy out of it.
I did because I didn't have.
Heather just gets to drink and eat nasty tasting stuff, but the joy is real for all of you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it though. I appreciate the thought. It's the thought that counts, Mike. You're always so thoughtful.
Oh, the things that are green. So we have listeners who are texting in.
Oh, okay.
Paradise green cherries. That's the green things.
Oh, okay.
So the cherries are actually green. So I'm going to have to see if I can get those just on their own because that sounds interesting. That would be a good Grinch themed thing for a party. So
yeah.
My wife just found out this year that I love the Grinch. And I'm like, but I am the Grinch. How did you not know?
So speaking of cherries, I love maraschino cherries. Who doesn't?
Right.
Okay. Did you know right up here in downtown Bedford on Main Street is Zimmerman's antique store? So he brings in all kinds of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
He has
unusual things.
Bourbon infused maraschino cherries.
Oh.
Yes. I bought some for Christmas.
Okay.
For somebody.
You gonna give them to Hunter?
No.
Or some other small child in your
some other small child that I feel what's the word? I'm out of my words today. Anyway, some other small child.
Good news, we don't have a podcast to do or anything, so you don't need words today.
Well, I thought about not coming. I was laying this morning because I slept in, because it's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
And slept in.
Go shorty.
I was like, what do I want to do today? And I turned on One Tree Hill and started watching reruns. And I was like, I guess I should get up and get dressed and go.
Awesome.
But my plan is we just saw Hunter outside. And he's like, what are you doing after this? Because he thought I was just going to go to lunch break. I was like, no, I'm going back home. I'm going to go back home and watch TV.
Yeah, I think it's in the rules somewhere that you can take your birthday off or something.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
I've got next year, I guess.
I do a whole lot. I hardly ever just take a day and just lay around. Really.
Right.
I don't, even on the weekends.
So I'm off work next week for the entire week from Friday, whenever I get off work until the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off work. I really don't know how I'm going to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been off work that much without going somewhere or vacation or something like that. I really,
Mm-hmm.
I have all these lists in my head of what I'm going to do. And number one is not get up before at least 10 o'clock every day.
That's cool.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean,
so the second day I'll be up at 6 a.m. downstairs doing something, and she's like, "What are you doing making all that noise?" Like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I've been sitting around for a whole day. So.
Yep. I'm kind of like sporadically going in and out of the office for the next like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I have meetings, but I'm not going to like spend a full day there.
Right.
Take off.
You're spot checking them.
Yeah, I mean, we do so much during the year. It's kind of like I work probably 67 some hours a week sometimes. So I'm just like, you know what? Towards the end of the year, I'm just gonna. It's so slow for kind of everyone that it's like, what's the point?
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest.
For everybody.
And everybody's kind of hit that point in the year where it's like, that sounds like a 2024 problem to me.
Yeah.
So
I'll worry about that in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking about wearing things in 2024, let's talk to Sammy for a little bit with Sunburst.
Yes.
Am I right? Sunburst vinyl?
Yes.
Yes.
Because sometimes my brain just goes away. So we've had a lot of wind lately. All right. So a lot of weather, things like that. So what are some things that people should look out for with Sunburst vinyl? Like maybe might be a reason to call and look into. Do you guys just do new vinyl, or do you do repairs to things as well if needed? Or
we handle pretty much every aspect of the vinyl world.
Okay.
Like you were talking about the wind the other day. So just say you look up at your house and the piece of metal that goes behind your gutter, it's called fascia board.
Yeah.
Fascia metal. It's something we can replace for you. Whether it be a small, 2-3 foot section, or maybe the wind, you got unfortunate and ripped it off, all the way down one side of your house.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We can do that repair also.
Okay.
Vinyl side, and if it ripped a couple pieces off, we can do our best to try to match it if the wind didn't damage that particular piece that got pulled off your house.
Okay. So even if it just blows a piece off and it's somewhere like we can't really get to easily, we can have you guys come out and do that. Or if we just hate the color of our house because the vinyl siding that's up is not the color we want, we want to do, we want to do, like Heather really wanted to put Virginia Tech colors on her house.
I hate it. No. It's my birthday. Can we at least not say that around me? Like, can we just stick with UVA stuff? Okay.
So, okay.
I won't even acknowge his comment. So
thank you, Sammy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sammy. This is why we friends.
So let's say she wanted UVA colors on her house. She can be wrong. It's fine. But let's say that she wanted to change the color or something like that. That's something that you guys can do as well.
Yes. What we do is just come in and take the existing vinyl that's on your house.
Yeah.
Take it off. What we can do is we would sit down with the customer. Just say it's cheaper. Say you come in and say, hey, Sammy, I want to go from, I've got this white color on my house. I want to take off the gable side of the house, and we want to do a different color. Is there a particular color you recommend? I can sit down and show you all the colors I have available, and then help you walk you through that process and show you what it would look like.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a house up the street from me. It's a double wide, which my house is a double wide. But they completely redid theirs recently to where it looks like almost like a barn. It's like red, and then they got these like brown like roof shingles or something they put on, but the exterior vinyl is like a dark red. It's gorgeous. And honestly, I used to drive past that house and go, but now it's like it stands out. So it's amazing how just something like that going in and replacing their vinyl on their house made it just look so much, I don't want to say better, but just like homier. It just didn't look like, oh, there's a random double wide just hanging out on the side of the road now. You know what I mean? It looks
right.
Well,
it was really cool.
It's your curb appeal.
Yeah.
It's the first thing you look at when you pull up to a house, the curb appeal.
Right.
What does the house look like? Does it look dark and dingy, or does it look bright and white?
Mm-hmm.
You can go as far as a lot of the older homes have cedar style siding, which is wood siding. A lot of people don't know, but you can go straight over top of that.
Okay.
You can put like an insulation board over top of it instead of having to remove it, which is, the labor part is intensive there. Right. But you can put a accordion insulation over top of it and put whatever kind of vinyl you want to, because what the insulation does is help the vinyl lay flat.
Okay. And that's also going to give you an extra.
Gives you a little bit of R value.
Yeah, I was going to say some R rating. I was trying to brag. Stop making. I like to make it look like I know about things, and here you are, just like, yeah, the R rating. So anyway, sorry.
So you can also go back to the new style vinyl everybody likes is the farmhouse look.
Yeah.
So we do that's called board and batten. There are probably 15, 16 different colors that I offer at the office. You can stop by and we can look at it. It goes up just like traditional vinyl, except it goes vertical versus traditional goes horizontal.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Oh, that's
so cool, yeah. So how long? So our house was built in 1987.
Okay.
It has vinyl siding on it. How long does vinyl siding last? Because I've never actually really thought about that. Is this something that can last as long as it's not damaged?
It typically depends on the amount of, like you said, the damage it gets. From trees flying to it, or if you cut the yard and throw rocks on the side of it, or weed eater. I mean, it just depends on the situation.
Okay. So, but if something doesn't damage it, it's a very long lasting product. So it's
very durable.
It's a good investment for your home. It might be a little bit of money up front, but it's going to give you, depending on how it's installed, you could have insulation behind it or something. Could give you a higher installation value there so that your utilities may be a little less, and it's going to make your house look great because, whenever.
Yep. And typically when you do something like that, you redo the vinyl on your outside of your house, you will see a lot of that money back if you're trying to sell your house.
Right.
Because like I said, you're improving that curbside value. So people want to see that. They like the look of it. They're willing to pay the little bit extra.
Okay.
For that look.
Very cool.
And you also can do, I know we talked about it, and I mean, we talked about being able to like replace like the vinyl, but you can replace like even like a small section. Like if just one little strip gets damaged, like y'all will come in and try and match it to that color.
Yep.
Because I know I still need to get with you. I said this last time because we have a little spot on the side of our house where we have like one little strip, like there's a hole in it, like something hit it, so it's like got a hole in that siding.
You might be able to patch that with fruitcake.
It probably lasts as long as the vinyl does too.
Fruitcake and paste it with some eggnog on top.
Yeah.
Paste it on there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just gave you a repair kit. That's all I did. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. So I know that you guys, I think you do more than vinyl siding. Yeah. So tell me and I don't know anything about your company. I'm sorry, I don't. I know that in the early days, I think you guys were a sponsor of the podcast for a while. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that now that I'm allegedly a host. But tell me about some of the things that your company does and what are some of your most popular products?
So vinyl obviously is where our name come from.
Right.
It's, one of the major things we do, but windows. A lot of people don't realize we do replacement windows and new construction windows.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone's listening out there would like a measurement for their house, just simply call the office if you're looking to have your windows replaced. We come out, do free estimates, free measurements, provide you with that quote, and then we move from there. We offer Ellison or all side windows.
Okay.
For either one. New construction or replacements.
And do you guys, so if like we needed so let's say at our house that perhaps there was a large plate glass window in the front of our house and it had a chip in it from when we bought it. Hypothetically, completely. Let's say that we wanted to get this, do we have to have a certain number of windows placed before you guys would come look at it? Or could it just be like just a few?
But I can do a single window for you.
Okay, perfect.
Like I said, estimates are free. So what you would do is you call the office and talk to me or talk to Pam in the office. And we would schedule a time for me to come out, look at your house, look at your window, whatever issues that you want to have an estimate on. I'll meet you and then we'll talk to you in depth and in person, at your house, and we'll look at what you want done, and I'll provide you with an estimate for that.
So I don't have to fill out an online form. Is that what you're telling me?
Nope.
This is my favorite thing I've heard today.
I have a lot of people, would contact us through the website.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'll do is it just sends me a blanket email with just say an email address and a time that you contacted through the website. So I just send you a generic email back saying, hey, I'm Sammy Grisham with Sunburst Vinyl Supply. What kind of work is it you're looking to have done? If you could give me a brief description of that, your house location, a good contact number, and your name, and I can set on a schedule to come out and look at it for you.
Awesome. What is your most what do you do the most of? What's your most popular product? Would it be the vinyl siding, or would it be some of your
the windows and siding? Probably run 50-50.
Okay.
Honestly, we do a lot of replacement windows.
And see, I didn't know you guys did windows, so I learned something new today.
Do you guys also do gutters?
I would say we do gutters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I've referred quite a few people with gutter issues to them because honestly, I don't know, and maybe just me, I don't know like a ton of other businesses that do gutters except for like they do like only I know like Brothers that do gutters and stuff like that. But like I know you guys do a good job, like and that's where I'm like, and a lot of people don't. They're like, I say, oh, Sunburst Vinyl. They're like, no, we need gutters. I'm like, no, they do all of that.
Gutters are made out of things that they make other stuff out of as well.
Yeah, fruitcake.
They do it all. Fruitcake. That's what I was.
I'm just kidding.
Trying to tie fruitcake in there somehow.
There you go.
But yeah,
we are a provider, a distributor for Fibron composite decking.
Okay,
it's a lot like you hear people talk about Trex, TimberTech. Same basic concept. It's a composite material that goes on top of your decking.
Okay.
Railings, all kinds of different porch railings. We can do the ADA compliant stuff, the commercial stuff, the residential stuff.
Okay.
All that stuff I have an application for.
That's good to know because we'll have to get together after the podcast and get some information back and forth. I work in senior care. I'm in the Visiting Angels office. We do in-home care. And we have people all the time that are like, I need a ramp. Who can I get to build it? I got my... Who's what is it you always say? My brother-in-law Joe does that. And we had one client that they had someone build a ramp and it was not ADA compliant. It was like a roller coaster, just like straight down outside their house and incredibly long. So knowing to get the right, for every foot of ramp, it goes up so much, and then you have to have a landing so many feet and things like that. So having a resource for that would be great for us. So I will talk to you after the show about that. But
sure.
It is important to, if you're, a lot of times, especially around the holidays, I've got a couple friends that are trying to get family members out of the house, and to Christmas. They may not have very many Christmases that they're still able to get out of the house and do that. And I had a friend of mine that was like, yeah, my husband built a ramp so that we could get mom into the house. And I'm just like, all right, so I know it's only 2 steps, so it can't be too bad. So, but I just picture I've seen going to people's homes and seeing things, and they're like, yeah, I had my neighbor help me build a ramp so that I could get, my husband in and out of the house. And it's like, oh, please don't use that ramp.
I'm not going to talk any about my family and what they do.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. So,
yeah, because my mom's ramp needs to be replaced, but they're like, oh, we'll just do it ourselves. I'm like, okay.
Oh. Okay, then. Moment of silence for the ramp there.
Moment of silence for the napkin that the contract's probably getting written on right now. Probably. My dad did that, Sammy. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Got a whole deck built.
There's a reason that you choose local.
On a napkin.
There's a reason that you go beyond just choosing local and choose someone who is trusted in the community, and why you look at people's reviews and you make sure that they have their business license and insurance and their own tools and things like that. So,
speaking of, how long has Sunburst Vinyl been around? Like, how long have you guys been in business?
So Sunburst Vinyl has been in business since 2015.
Okay.
It was originally Bradley Vinyl Supply.
Okay.
Founded in 1957.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So we acquired the business in 2015 and took over and we've been running it since then.
Okay. Excellent.
It's all locally owned.
And I had a question. It totally just left me. Like, my brain is literally just telling me everything I try to say, like, that's a 2024 problem and don't worry about it. So, so you said that you took over the business in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And what areas do you service?
The Lynchburg and surrounding areas. So like Appomattox, Bedford, Amherst, Campbell.
So you're pretty much like us, basically from like the center of Lynchburg, an hour around.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the quick and easy way to do
it's
it.
the easiest way. You can't service Charlottesville, which is, it's a large market to try to service. And there's plenty of people up there.
And it's a completely different kind of area as far as, and that's a long commute up 29 to go do some work.
Will y'all go out to the lake?
We've done work at the lake. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We work with several contractors to build at the lake all the time.
Okay. And what do you think your biggest challenge has been through all of COVID and things like that? I hate to talk about COVID, but we're gonna do like the year-end wrap up, and we're never gonna talk about COVID again. But during that, did you have challenges with
supply chain?
Supply chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were usually seeing like our turnaround, our replacement windows right now are somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks.
That's not bad.
During COVID, it was 3 to 4 months.
Oh, okay. And how long, if somebody's looking to get vinyl siding put on their house, what's the time frame for, like, kind of from they have the thought and reach out to you either via the web or give you a phone call and talk to Pam and start the process to finish? About how long of a project is that? It just
depends on the application itself.
Okay.
Different projects vary. Sometimes it could be as quick as a week, and sometimes it could take longer than that.
Okay.
Because when you go to do vinyl siding, like let's just take a new construction house, for instance, you have to have all your windows and doors have to be in place before we can start installing vinyl.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that. They're like, oh, no, you can just go ahead we can leave the doors off for now.
Yeah.
Well, we cannot. It's like your garage doors have to be in place.
Right.
Because once the doors are in place, you have to wrap that wood that the doors actually mount to.
Right.
You can't wrap those without the garage doors in place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, a month at the most. And it all depends on.
And that's not bad when you're looking at because you're looking at a large project as far as like it's the outside of the house. So it's going to be yeah. So
it also depends on the availability of the color that the customer's looking for.
Right. And
some colors take longer lead times than, like, say, the traditionals like whites and tans.
And I assume that it comes in pretty much any color you want. So if you wanted like Woody really wants a purple house, so he could get purple vinyl siding.
Purple with pink stripes.
But it may take a while to come in.
Shout out to Pam Trent. She's been trying to sell pink and purple vinyl siding for years.
Really?
Get her hands on it, unfortunately.
I think we could do a fundraiser for Woody's house. We'll tell Laura after it's installed. Next time you go to Disney, I'm just going to get him come install it.
She would love to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I promise you.
So literally, like, nothing's off the table, really. Like any color.
No, I'm being funny. I wish we could do pink and purple.
Oh, okay.
She tries to sell pink and purple every day.
I gotcha.
She loves it.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind blue.
So we have very different amounts of different colors of blue, but Allside is our main supplier for our vinyl siding. You're talking about a difference in a house. We just completed a cedar-sided house that was traditionally a deep dark red. The customer come in and picked out a real pretty medium color blue. Replaced all the windows with all white trim and all blue siding, it was a tremendous difference. I've had several of the neighbors actually reach out to me since then and say, "Hey, you mind coming looking at our house?" Sure.
Yeah, our neighbors have a really cute house. It almost looked like it's just straight out of a postcard. And I think my wife will probably text and be like, "Nope, you're wrong. It's gray." But it's like a light blue grayish kind of color, and it really gives a lot of character to the house and gives it that curb appeal that really adds value to the home.
Yeah. Now I want to ask you too. So we've talked about like gutters and vinyl siding and all that stuff, but you guys also, so there's Sunburst vinyl, but y'all also have another, don't you do like what am I thinking of? Like the storage or, not storage. What's the other company, Sammy? I know it's Sunburst Power.
Yes, we have Sunburst
there
Power
we go.
Systems.
I knew it. I got to think about it.
So in that business,
Y'all are just looking at me like I'm dumb over here.
Well, I didn't know what it was, so I'm just like, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat.
I didn't know if you was talking about that one or First Action Systems.
Both of them, actually, because let me just say this preemptively, is that Sunburst Vinyl, as well as the Power Systems and the Power Split, have all been, Sunburst Vinyl has been a sponsor of the CVABC now going on like 3 years. And so we've been able to that's how I know about the other companies that they have. So anyway, sorry. And so big thank you to you guys.
So Sunburst Power Systems is a generator business, whole home or portable generators. So if you obviously with the power outage, we had a big power outage in Lynchburg the other night. It was out for, I think they said about 8 hours. And if you had a generator, you would have power the whole time.
Yeah, I hate on my neighbors. So my neighborhood, I feel like, loses power more than any other neighborhood in Lynchburg. And when we first moved into the neighborhood, we were like, why do all our neighbors have generators? Like all the power lines are underground. Well, we're right next to Cardinal Hills over by Lincoln Elementary. And all those little trees and everything over there never fails. We get a windstorm, something falls and hits something. And we actually had a transformer blow up on Link Road and actually set the side of Link Road on fire, which was interesting to say the least. So, so I'm sitting in the dark quite a bit going, I really need to start looking at that.
Well, you can, when it comes to something like that, you don't have to technically have a whole home generator. You can use a small portable one that would run, say you had 2 or 3 freezers that you keep supply of food in. It would run those. It would run your lights and stuff like that. The general necessities.
Right.
Now, it's not going to run your HVAC system.
Right.
Because it doesn't have enough power to handle the initial surge or load that we're called to start it.
Okay.
So we could do either one of those.
So you're saying I could sit in the dark and play Xbox and it would probably be okay.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
I don't need lights, I just need the TV.
Hey. You sound like my
priority.
kids.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And then First Action System is a mold and asbestos abatement company.
Okay.
So we do, as far as we can come out, say you suspect you have asbestos in your house. You give us a call. We could come out, take a sample, send it to an accredited lab, let them verify either yes or no. It's not, we don't do it in house because it's all non-biased. The material speaks for itself.
Right.
And then we could provide you a quote for the removal or the abatement part of that.
Now, is there a cost for the testing for the asbestos?
Yes.
Okay. And do you mind sharing what that costs?
Typically, it just depends on the amount of samples.
Okay.
Like I personally have my own business, Grishaw Environmental. That's what I do. I'm a certified asbestos tester.
Oh, okay.
So it's independent of First Action.
Right.
And that's why we set it up that way. So that would be non-biased. Like I don't gain anything from it being positive or negative.
Right. You just want people to know because it's not safe to have in your house, and you want to be able to.
Correct.
If you're going to remove it, don't just get your neighbor's friend Joe, just to come over and try and take it out, because that's going to cause all sorts of issues and
because when it becomes airborne is when it becomes hazardous.
Right. Okay.
And you find that more in like older homes now, right? I mean, it's not in a lot of the newer builds. A lot of but in our area, especially in like Lynchburg, Bedford, I would say there are a lot of older homes. Especially like Ford Avenue, where where we grew up at, and Blue Ridge Farms, where I grew up at, and all those downtown, all those places. You see a lot of older homes that probably do have it in there, and you see people with health problems. They don't realize what some of those health problems are, and it's probably coming from something like that people should get their homes tested.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of the floor companies have an idea whether it is or is not, just
because they've worked with us. They've come across it so often, and it's like, oh, we might have an issue here.
We get a lot of phone calls from the flooring company saying, hey, can you come test this for us? Or the homeowner would actually call and say, hey, such and such doing some work for me, and they say they believe this is, can you come test it for us? Sure, we can run out that day or next day and get it done for you.
And that's one of those things that it's way better safe than sorry, right? You don't want to just kind of like, we can risk it. Let's just go and it can cause all
That's the
sorts
thing.
of-
Typically, most homeowners don't realize that it is hazardous once it becomes airborne.
Right.
Right.
Like a lot of asbestos you see could be like floor tile. So if you start chipping that floor tile up, it's becoming airborne.
Right.
And you're breathing it in. And if you look at any of the commercials on TV, that's where all the issues are.
I didn't realize it was in floor tile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when I think of it, I think of like that, like the insulation, like all that stuff that you have up in just like your attics or your walls. I didn't know anything about the tile.
Yeah, because it was used as a fire retardant, right? So
It will not. This is the craziest thing. We were talking about this the other day. Was riding down the road and saw an old house that literally had collapsed on itself, and there was this pretty white siding on the side of it.
It's asbestos siding.
It says asbestos siding. It's not going to burn. It's going to stay right there until somebody picks it up and actually physically removes it. It will not burn. That's why everybody used it back in the 70s,
Right?
For building. Because
Like, hey, this stuff
They
doesn't.
didn't
This
realize
stuff
what
doesn't
the
burn.
health-
Let's build houses out of this.
Yeah.
We won't have that issue anymore. And then
They didn't realize the health hazards. But
correct.
interesting. Yeah, because I get my husband, he works he goes out to BGF a lot in Alta Vista, where they do like the insulation, and he always comes home with that stuff on his clothes, and we have to like wash it immediately because it can get in your lungs and all kinds of stuff, and I'm assuming that's kind of the same thing. That's what the asbestos does, is get all up in your lungs and start getting all itchy, and can't stand it. So but once somebody finds so they say, okay, yeah, they've tested it, there's asbestos, we need to go in there. What do y'all normally do after that? Is it like where y'all have to kind of get everyone out of the house, and y'all kind of like they do with mold, where they put stuff up and
So what you do,
tent it?
Yep. Basically, what you do, you tent the area per se, make it airtight. So that way you come, like say it's a basement, you come in and you would tape off the door to allow that, make sure that once you get everything moving and broken up, that it's not doesn't become airborne and go in the rest of the house.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Kind of reminds me of those guys too that like it's nothing to do with asbestos probably, but like ET, where they tinted everything, and like the guys in the big suits came in and like they had to. That's what I always think about when I think of people like getting rid of mold or stuff like that in your house.
or they have an alien in their house and they're just
Or
covering
maybe
it up.
it is just an alien in the house that they're covering up.
Trying to run him out.
You should do that for Halloween next year, Woody. Just put a giant tent over your house and put an ET in the yard.
That is a great idea.
I mean,
I might just leave it up year round, though, to be honest with you.
Could be.
People,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome. That's a good idea. I need to put that. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about no visitors that way.
Amen. See, that's why I might do it. Yeah, good idea.
Keep you in personal space for sure.
For sure. So, I have another question that was texted into us. So, with the vinyl siding and things like that, do you guys have financing options available?
We do not.
Okay.
As a small business, we don't have any financing available.
100% totally get it. So, okay. So, it's something that they would need to, but if they got an estimate, they could always get an estimate now, and they're not locked into to have to get the vinyl siding. So, we could always get an estimate and then like kind of know what the price is and know what we need to save for and have, or get financing from the bank or something.
All my estimates are free.
Okay.
It's basically, when I give an estimate, it's just my time.
Okay.
So I'll come out, meet with you, determine what your project is, provide you with the estimate, and then we can go from there. If you say, hey, I don't have the money now, it's going to be 6 months. Okay, just call me back in 6 months. We can revisit it as long as we don't have a huge price increase in between.
Right. Okay. And what's your busy season for you? So is it mostly during the summer, or is it
New construction builds all the time.
Okay.
So, you'll have some of your bigger builders will slow down in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And some of them just keep rolling right on.
Okay.
But typically, when you see it start getting colder, you'll see people will do smaller jobs. Something, day or two, get in, get out. Windows you replace a lot in the wintertime. People don't realize you can replace windows in the wintertime.
Right.
And
you'll actually feel the difference more in the wintertime. I used to have a very small house that had very old windows, and we replaced them. And the day we replaced them, it was like before we replaced them, it was almost like you could fly a kite in the living room because the breeze just kind of came right through. As soon as we replaced them, it was like, why is it so quiet in here? Like, didn't realize how much air and noise were coming through those old windows.
A lot of people don't realize that it makes a huge difference to replace a window. With the technology that's gone into all the new manufacturing parts of the windows, it's a huge difference. As far as you're not going to go from a $300 electric bill to a $100 electric bill by replacing your windows, obviously. Right. But over the lifespan, you'll notice a little bit of difference here and there. And plus, like you said, no more breeze.
Right.
Breeze is completely gone.
Right. And of course, the noise too, because the windows are a lot more insulated, things like that. So it's going to cut down some of that outside noise. So if you live near a busy road or something like that, or
Yes.
just really noisy neighbors, something like that, then that'll help.
So, my next question is if somebody is looking to get a hold of you guys, and you've mentioned it a couple, but what's the best way for them if they want to have any of this work done? Oh, okay, so let's go with Sunburst Vinyl. Like if they're looking for gutters, vinyl, windows, what's the best way to contact you guys?
You can call the office.
Okay.
Like we have a website, Sunburst Vinyl Supply.
Okay.
Just Google it.
Mm-hmm.
We come up, I think it's top 10 in the area for that. But you can call the office, 434-525-5577. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard, the local area have heard me on the radio for the last, I guess, year. We did commercials, did really good. But our biggest thing is, being a small, I say mom and pop, locally owned business, we really enjoy helping the community from start to finish, seeing a customer come in, has no idea what they want, doesn't understand the process, to be able to sit down and explain to them what's going to happen from point A to point B and everything in between, and help them see their dream come true on their house.
I think a lot of people, so for me, any project I do, whether it's like, hey, I need to go to the grocery store and buy fruitcake or anything like that, the hardest part for me is actually like, all right, how do I do this? Like, what's the process? So, and doing something to your home can be intimidating because it can seem like such a big thing. But the thing is you guys have done this over and over and over again. For you, you're just coming to putting vinyl siding on the house. It's, I'm sure there are differences between each job, but it's basically the same thing. But you guys have the knowledge and the experience to be able to put it up the right way and things like that. And and it's, from what I've heard today, it sounds like you make the estimate process and the selection process and everything nice and easy and walk people through it so that you don't have to know a lot about vinyl siding in order to do this and put it on your home. That you've got somebody to guide you through the process, which is important. And one of the reasons I really enjoy using local companies, because if it can be intimidating, like I said, to go through that. If you don't know how this process works, having somebody that lives in the same community as you that can help walk you through the process and they have the knowledge base to be able to share that with you, can make things a lot easier and less frightening.
That's what I try to tell the homeowners when they come in. We sell directly we're a wholesale company, so Heather's Uncle Joe can come in and buy from us.
Oh, good.
Or you can have the biggest contractor in Lynchburg,
right,
or that may be, can come in and buy material from us at the same time.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Wholesale is wholesale.
Right.
But like you said, having the average homeowner come in doesn't have a clue
how to put vinyl
what the different types of vinyl siding is. There's so many different sizes, profiles, just so many different options.
I just walk in like I want blue.
To sit down, like you have a customer come in and say, I just want blue siding. Well, my first question is, well, do you want traditional? Do you want a straight lap? Do you want a Dutch lap? Do you want some shake? Do you want board and batten? There's so many different options.
Right.
And to be able to show them, we have a lot of that stuff in our showroom. To be able to walk around the office, well, this is board and batten, this is traditional.
And a lot of times they could walk in thinking they wanted something that was a more traditional look and then see another look. And then the Joanna Gaines clicks in their head and they're like, you know what? I really want to make my house stand out and I really love this look. And can kind of get creative as far as that goes. And they don't have to change a lot of things because you're the guys you're the ones that are installing it. So it's not like they have to refigure out their whole thing. They can just get a different, kind of really get almost a brand new house just from
it's going to look
changing the wrapping.
Brand new for sure.
Yeah.
We even go as far as doing shutters. A lot of people don't know we do shutters.
Oh, I didn't either. So I learned something new today.
So you'll have somebody come in and like our first wall, and you walk in is a board and batten wall. It's got white, blue, green on it. And like, oh my gosh, that's a farmhouse look. I'm like, that's exactly what it is. The board and batten is a traditional farmhouse look that everybody wants.
Okay. And very popular in this area, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it used to go, I don't know if you know or not, but when they traditionally started building farmhouses, it was older one-piece siding that went up, and it was just wood basically, and they stripped it with wood. Well, this is all one piece, all vinyl siding, just like traditional, except it goes vertical.
Okay.
It gives you that look that you're looking for.
Okay. Very cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I'll mention too, and I've said this before about local small business in general, and I know this is true for Sunburst Vinyl, is that, they were talking about, Sammy's talking about he likes to do things for the community and give back. And Sunburst Vinyl is also a business in our area that I know does that. They give back to the community as well. So they're not just here making the profit and just they're giving back too. And I see where y'all will post different things about, or people I always see saying, thank you to Sunburst Vinyl for, helping with this and helping with that. And so I think that's always important. And I love to put that out there because it is a fact that a small business gives back locally 90% more than a large corporate business does.
Yep.
Honestly, they do. I had I'll give you a story. When I was in my senior year of high school, most people know my mother has multiple sclerosis. And so we, back then I used to do the multiple sclerosis walk in our area, and you wanted to raise money and whatever. So I spent 1 year, I literally wrote a letter to and I'm talking about Frito-Lay, like not the Frito-Lay here, but like General Mills, like the top, like I messaged, like I sent letters to over 50 different large corporations throughout the nation. Like, can you donate $25? Like, it wasn't a lot. I was just trying to raise money. Every single one of them very politely wrote me back and said, thank you very much.
That's amazing.
We're not doing that. But all of the local companies that I wrote out to, like Michael's Carpet World and different places, sure, let me help you. Let me help you with that. And they would, they sent me a check. And so it's really true. And I'm not saying these bigger businesses are bad people. They have a lot going on. But the small local businesses see what's happening here in our area, and they're more willing to give back. And so, like, thank you guys for that.
I like that you led into that. I was going to talk about that. You talk about the giving back to the community part. And I'm sure everybody in the Lynchburg area has heard of the St. Jude home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We actually became partners this year.
Okay, cool.
For the 2024 house.
Awesome.
Something we're very excited about helping out and see that start to finish process.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm always what year? I don't know how many years they've been doing it.
7 here.
7 now. Okay. I know one of our members and also fellow podcaster Brandon Brown with Brown Seating and Air. I know they do a lot of work with that as well. And every year I always forget to buy a ticket. I always say I'm going to get a ticket, and they're sold out in a heartbeat. Like, they sell those things out quick.
But what doesn't Brandon do? Like, he travels the world being a speaker. He's on TV. Like, what doesn't he
Number
do?
one podcast in Dubai every now and then. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Obviously, he grew up in the same area we all have, and I never met him.
Mm-hmm.
I met him through, he was my son's flag football coach.
Brandon,
look at that.
Where did Brandon, he grew up in our area? I didn't know him. So he obviously wasn't cool enough back then if we didn't know him, Sammy. I mean, come on, Brandon, step up your game. But anyway, but I just think that's so great to see all of our local companies that do come together for stuff like that.
Yeah,
like in St. Jude's
and people know that local businesses give back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, I can't tell you how many people call our office or stop by and like, hey, can you donate something for this, or this? Like, it happens all the time. But I just hope that all the people who were coming and asking businesses for different donations and things like that, and all the theater companies and everything, I hope all the people in there are supporting these local businesses back, because Visiting Angels, we give to certain things. We have certain passion projects like the suicide walk and things like that, that we donate to every year. Like, I don't care if it ever gets us a customer. We support that because mental health is important to us as a family and as a company. So, and that's just one of the things that we donate to. But, we get a lot of requests for things. I just hope people that realize how much communities get requests like that and how much are quietly given. And, you don't really see, there's no press release or anything about this. They're just supporting quietly and things like that.
It's not about the recognition.
Right. And I just hope that people realize how important local business is to the economy, not just on a local level, but a national level. Local small businesses are the biggest employer in the United States out of any company. So, like any genre of company, I couldn't think of the word. Even though you have big companies like Coca-Cola or whatever that have, huge bases, Walmarts, things like that. But local business is what supports our community and gives back. And we talk about co-opetition on this show a lot. Actually 2 weeks ago, I had two bakers on here. One was my wife and one was a friend of ours. And we were talking about how their stories are so similar and how they are not really competition, but they're co-opetition because they will support each other. We buy stuff from our friend that's a baker and she's got stuff from Sheena, like things like that. Like it's a team effort for local businesses. And so you don't get that with, bigger companies that are just out there just trying to grab market share and things like that. You just don't see that. So that's one of my favorite things.
I'll be one of the first ones. Like, if I don't have, just say you come in looking for a certain color, what I have doesn't get close to what you're looking for.
Right.
I'll send you to somebody else in the area that sells vinyl siding in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Right.
Because to me, it's not about the sale.
Right.
I want to help the customer.
Right.
Because I remember what it's like needing something and like somebody turns a blind eye to you and doesn't want to help you just because they can't sell it to you.
Right.
That's not how you treat people.
Right. You when people call our office for care, we 9 times out of 10, we're saying, hey, thank you for calling us. We can probably help you, but just in case we can't, reach out to another company because it takes a while to get care in place. So make sure you reach out to another company and we'll both work. And whoever gets that finish line first and staffs that client, we'll happily step back and let the other one take it because next time it'll be our turn. You know, we want to serve our community and help them, things like that. So, I think that's key. So, question I ask every podcast guest that comes on, there's 2 questions that I ask. One is, how long have you been part of the CVABC?
He looks at me. At least 3 years.
At least 3 years. You've been a sponsor for 3 years. So
for me personally, I've been at Sunburst Vinyl for 3 years now.
Yeah, so it's definitely 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then what do you think is the biggest benefit of being a member and sponsor of the CVABC?
Don't say fruitcake. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say eggnog.
Ah, dang it.
No, I think it's the networking part.
Yeah.
Because you meet so many other people that Heather's going back for seconds on her.
She is. She's
I'm just looking at it again. It's still cold.
You meet so many people that you've never met that live in the same area that you live in.
Right.
Like for, me personally, growing up here. So it's 43 years of my life that spent in this little small community, that there's people that own small businesses that I had no idea.
Right.
Even if they were in the area or the services they provided.
Mm-hmm.
Or people that you went to school with. So Matt Litchford and I had a conversation the other day. We went to school together. We even went to summer school together. I'll tell you something give you a little history on us about that. So we knew each other growing up. We just had a conversation the other day. And we were like, who would have thought that we would ever be business owners in our area that are able to give back to the community in different ways and do things and kind of, be upstanding members of the community, because we surely didn't think it. And I'm sure our teachers didn't.
I'm supposed to say there are some of Matt's teachers that I would love to take him back to.
Right.
And just be like, look what he made of himself.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Look what happened. So, but you have no idea how many people, that if you knew them, back when they were a teenager, you would never think like, this person's going to be successful and have a positive impact on the community and fellow business members too. So I think the networking, and I think I got off topic a little there, but it's okay. But the networking and the friendships that I've made, because it's not just people who like, I happen to know them through this networking thing. I've made true friendships through this of people from Roanoke that I never would have met if it wasn't for the fact that they opened a business somewhere. And part of the CVABC. So that's definitely, I think, my favorite thing about the CVABC is the people in it. So, and the fruitcake.
And the fruitcake. I'm just gonna tell you guys, y'all need to have a bite of this before you leave. Like, it's horrible.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. It's absolutely terrible.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. It's already sugarcoated.
It's not sugarcoated. They need to do a better job of that, obviously.
So, yes.
Whatever business is making fruitcakes.
Maybe you should dip it in your eggnog. Maybe it'll be better.
Oh, there you go. All you got to do is put it in the eggnog and let it get a little soggy like cereal.
I can't. I don't eat soggy cereal.
I know you don't. That's why I said it.
It's milk and cookies.
Huh?
It's milk and cookies,
right? Right?
Yeah, I am that weird person that does not like salt. Well, I can't. Like, if I eat cereal, I have to put the milk in first, and then I just take a handful of cereal and drop it in.
You have to eat it
really
before
fast, and then that's how weird I am. And like, don't talk to me while I'm eating cereal because I will not answer you.
Because it takes a lot of concentration to make sure that it's the right consistency.
It's horrible. I'm weird. I know, guys. Sorry. And with that, so actually, this is our last episode before the holidays.
We get a vacation next week.
So I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, however you celebrate the holidays, and Happy New Year, because we will not be on the air next week. We are taking a small break, letting Woody have the day off from producing.
Oh, y'all this week.
I know.
Well, he's got to have time between now and Christmas to get his Christmas shopping done.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
So we will not be back until after the new year. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2024.
Have a great week.
Threw
me off. Here we go.